The best advice when starting out in life is to avoid debt. Debt drags you down and robs you of your self-esteem. Debt elimination is an important step for securing a better financial tomorrow. It's important for securing your financial future. If there is no debt elimination, then there is no capital to build upon. With debts mounting, one can't save or invest for the future. Therefore, when you really need money for your future, there is none for you. Money depreciates in value as inflation continues to rise. Therefore, the same amount of money will not buy the same amount of goods and services in the future. Securing the future of the children. If you have family obligations, whether they are children or your parents, you would want to give them a secure future. This means paying for your children's education, medical bills, etc. In these situations, you would want the fastest progress. After you eliminate debt, then you can secure a future for yourself and your loved ones. Debt affects your credit rating. If there is no debt elimination, then you will have an adverse credit rating. This means it will become difficult for you to apply for loans. Banks and other lenders will be wary of lending to you. Even if the lenders give you loans, you will be charged high interest rates. This will guarantee you will be stuck in a debt trap. A debt trap occurs when you borrow more money to repay older debts. If you realize you are in debt, it is not too late. Start planning now and try to eliminate your debts. In order to stay out of debt, you'll need a contingency plan. Here are things you should consider in your contingency plan. Number 1. An emergency fund which you never ever spend, only in case of emergencies. Number 2. Short-term savings account for your occasional large expenses, e.g. repairs, Christmas, taxes, etc. Number 3. Long-term savings account for expenses that cost more than your monthly disposable income. Number 4. An overdraft protection line of credit to protect you from return check fees. Don't use it for anything other than to avoid bouncing checks. Number 5. A credit card that you rarely if ever use but reserved only for emergencies, zero balance, zero interest. Get in the habit of paying off your credit cards each month to avoid interest charges. The greater the rate, the higher the risk. Get a safe return on at least part of your savings. Never co-sign on loans. Too often, co-signers end up paying off loans they are unprepared for, and end up with financial hardship. Most co-signers eventually end up with negative credit ratings because a primary borrower paid late. Many lenders do not notify the co-signer before reporting delinquencies or repossessions to the credit bureaus. Remember, when you borrow money, you are spending future earnings and eliminating future options. When you borrow, even at low rates, you are still paying to use someone else's money. It's important to get out of debt. Debt paralyzes the budgets of families and individuals and makes a dent in their financial future. You can get out of debt right now. All you have to do is a bit of budgeting. Write down all your incomes, then total up the incomes. Similarly, write down your total expenses. Total the number of expenses that you have. Then subtract the total of the expenses from the total of the revenues. If it's positive, then you are able to save money. If it's negative, it means that you are living beyond your income. This is why you are taking debts to cover your expenses. Debts can also be taken as a measure for tax saving. However, we are not talking about that financial aspect. When debt paralyzes the financial future of the family, then it's time that drastic measures should be taken. If you have taken a loan to buy the latest cell phone, sell the cell phone and buy a cheaper one. Pay off the loan. Don't buy an expensive model till you can afford to buy one. This should be a rule of thumb for every purchase you make. Stop buying on credit and you will get out of debt faster. Repay small loans such as payday loans since they attract very high interest loans. You pay more in interest than you would for the principal. Plan for the future. You should have short-term, medium-term, and long-term investment plans. Therefore, start saving and investing for the future. This will also get you out of debt. Getting out of debt also increases your credit rating. All individuals have a credit rating. The more positive the credit rating, the better are your chances of getting the loans that you really require, like a home mortgage. No matter what parts of the world you reside in, debt is universal, and if you want to make money and live a life of abundance, you must minimize your debt. Avoiding debt altogether may not be possible if you want to buy a house, since taking on a mortgage is one of the largest expenses you will ever make in your lifetime. If you found value in this video, hit the like button, and subscribe for more great content. Remember, if you want to make money, you must avoid debt. Thank you for subscribing and supporting my channel, I really appreciate you all. The next videos on the screen contain information you will love. Click to watch them now and I will see you there.